So hey guys, welcome back. We're getting started on this camper. I've already got some stuff tore apart. I'm gonna get you turned around here and show you what we got going on. Uh, Damage is a little bit worse than what we expected, but not too bad. We're still to the good. We're still gonna be able to fix the RV up, but we'll turn you around here. Okay, so as you can see here, we got the stove out, we got the sink out. Went ahead and cut the drain pipe. I'll get it capped off here in just a second. Plug it up, make sure no gases come up in here. Got some of the old contact paper stripped off. We got the fridge out. You can see some of their previous work done in here. They've added this board. They've added a piece of metal down here, and I think they've put a piece of plywood in down here. But we're gonna I got all the table. That's where I've got my fridge sitting at. We've got all the table, everything out. We took the cushions out. Gina's in there washing them. But this will be a 2 or 3 day project. We're going to update you as we go along. But figured I'd show you what we had right now. Okay. So on the last part, we had just removed all the sink and stove and refrigerator stuff. I've actually went ahead and removed that window, taped it up, leaving these vents open, trying to dry this place out. It's not too bad. I've got a little rot down here I've got to replace. I've already got the piece of metal for this fender right here. I'm going to replace it, do some metal work on it. Up around the window, it's really bad, but I'm gonna cut all the bad out and leave all the good. I'll try to back up here and get you. But so that's where we're at for right now. All this had pink insulation in it. You can still see I've got a little bit more to take out over here. Probably going to replace all this plywood. Probably all these. They're 2x2s, if you want to call them that. They've actually took a 2x2 and ripped it down into 1-inch wide pieces, but they're still in 1.5 inches deep. So we're going to call this part of the video for right now. We'll come back and show you more as we make some more progress. So okay guys, I've got all the framing done. I've got spliced into the good wood, cut all the rotted stuff out as you can see. Put the metal brackets over my wires. I did notch the boards so the wires would go back in there. Just got done grate stuffing all the insulation in. Still got to cut it off tomorrow. Probably going to do a little bit more work right here in this corner before we start building the cabinet. I got to get my Luan board put back over. As long as my grate stuff is set up, I'll get that put on tomorrow. I got the fender. The fender's done. Cut out all the rusted metal. Built a new fender. Well, half of a new fender. Got all these reframed in. And that board right here, it looks bad, but it is solid, I assure you that. But yeah, got the window brackets put back in. So as soon as I get all the great stuff shaved off, get my Luan on there, I'm going to throw the window back in. So we got the plywood up, or the Luan board. Got the window back in. Got all the, I don't know if I had the vent in on the last video. I'll say it's in on this one. I already told you about the fender, but got all the great stuff trimmed this morning, and started cutting out all this plywood. But yeah, so we're hoping the window does not leak anymore. I'm getting ready to, I've already put the butyl tape around the outside, but I'm still getting ready to go caulk the edge of it regardless. All this over here in this area, this is all good wood. I've just peeled the sticker back as I was cutting everything. That's where my cabinet's going to go back in right there, so all that'll be hid. Actually, it'll be sitting behind the refrigerator right here. We'll put the refrigerator back in right here. And then all this area will be for the under sink storage, drawers, whatever. But there you go. There's that little update. I don't know if I'd showed you this before, but I'm going to include it again. Got the awning put up, got the new fabric on it, got all the new hardware. Awning works as it should. Wasn't too bad to get it rolled back up after it lost its tension. But yeah, so there's the awning. We'll go inside and show you what we got here. Made a little bit of progress on it. Like we said on the last video, or the last segment there, I think I just had got the wall done. Starting to get the cabinet framed in. The countertop's not screwed on right now, but I do have most of the framing done. I've got to put in a shelf, but before I do that, I'm gonna get my refrigerator area done here and clean up a bunch of this mess. I've got some more supports to put underneath the sink and stove area. Other than that, that's where we're at. Alright guys, on this part of the video, we're going to start taking off some of these doors. I'm going to take down this big black door, and we're going to get them to the garage. So I'm going to take a few of them down. Most of them are pretty easy. I'll get you adjusted here where you can kind of see up in there. So on these, all you got is this little strut here, and then you got the two hinges and the knob. We're just going to take all the we're going to take the hinges loose up here, and we'll take all the hardware off in the garage when we get ready to paint. Jenny's supposed to be back here in a little bit. I'm going to get all these doors stripped off, get them down so we can get this area in here ready to primer, and we'll go from there. We're going to remove some other hardware as well, or some other trim pieces as well. Take you off and take you through here. Okay, so we're going to remove this trim piece right here, the trim piece down below it, this trim piece that goes down this side. Like I said, we're going to take the door off. We're going to take these two trim pieces off here, that way they're easier to paint. So we got this door. Don't quite know what we're going to do with those, but those are going to have to be painted as well. So we might just mask off the floor on those and just paint those how they sit. We're going to mask off the refrigerator. Like I said, I built everything out of 2x2s. I've not got the inner shelf in there yet. We'll add that later if we actually need it. We've got, coming from the truck camper, we've got plenty of storage in this camper. But we'll get started taking off most of these doors and get these cabinets ready to paint. And what I'm going to do here is probably just on the back side of the cabinet, I'm going to number the doors. Not really that we probably need to, but I'd rather have them numbered. That way, when it all goes back, I'll make a small number in here. That way we know what door goes to what cabinet. And I'll just set all these out of the way for right now, and we'll only make one trip out to the garage. So now on these right here, all they're going to be is they're going to have somebody's put a couple staples in these. We'll probably put a couple staples back, but most of these are going to have just a foam strip. So when you get going down through here, try not to break it. Just prise it ever. Go. And sometimes the foam will mess up. That's why we're going to have to probably put just a couple staples, but it'll make that trim piece a whole lot easier to paint. And like I said, the doors and the trim is pretty easy to take off. These are the same way. They're in there with staples and the foam tape, so they'll pull off in the same manner. Over here we'll have to take off the latch for the door handle, and then this piece will pull right off. Well, we'll get on to removing all these cabinet doors, and we've got to take off the closet door. Okay, we'll go ahead and remove this closet door right here. Oops. And I'm not even going to worry about numbering this one. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Then these boards right here, they just got 3 or 4 screws holding them in place. So, waiting on Gina to get back and we'll start priming all this stuff. But I'm going to finish taking around these other 4 doors and we'll catch you here in a second. Okay guys, I've went around and got everything that I need to masked off. We're not going to be painting below here around the counter and stuff. We're going to actually put some more paneling over top of all this. But I did some light sanding. Got rid of all the glossy surfaces. You know, just hit it with my little battery sander here. So I want to start primering all this stuff, and there's some stuff I've not got masked, like right here. I can get close enough right here. We're actually going to put a piece of trim back up here, and a few other pieces of trim in other places. But I'll get started primering, and we'll do that for a minute, and I'll probably time lapse it for you. Okay guys, I'm not going to bore you with all the painting, because if I did all this, it'd be a 7-hour long video. I'm going to get, this is the first coat of primer we're working on here. I'm probably going to get 2 coats of primer on here, and then we'll move on to the painting. And I believe Gina's going to help me out with the cabinet doors and stuff. So I'll probably be letting her tackle that, letting her have a little fun. But just stay tuned to the video. So we're out here getting these doors all trimmed in. Done got a few of them painted. Just continuing on with this paint process. Like I said, not going to bore you on this. Just keeping you up to speed.